And now you can do that.
No.
Okay. Ask away, fellas.
Got an opening statement you want to give them?
Well, you know, the game plan was very similar to the game plans in the past. There's no secret Eastern Washington's a high-scoring team and a transition-oriented team. And, you know, the challenge on the board tonight was, are they going to get their 85 or are we going to hold them to our 56? And I think we won that battle. 9 points over what we allowed last week in our first two conference games, but 20 points below what they are accustomed to putting on the board. I think that was the most important stat of the night, and I think the second most important on our list in there, as well as to tell you guys, is that you know, we've got to out-rebound people. We can force people to shoot threes. The threes are the most unpredictable rebounds in the game of basketball. They're hard to determine where they're going to go, and you just got to be ready for anything and everything. And it wasn't the overwhelming stat that we had at Sac State on the boards, but it was +5. So we accomplished everything that we set out to do. We held them below 40% shooting. We forced them to shoot over 50% of their shots from behind the three-point line again. We held them 20% shooting from behind the three-point line. We kept our turnovers under 10. We shot 47. I guess that's a little shy. We'd like to go into every game thinking we can shoot 50%. We didn't quite get there tonight. But we made a lot of free throws down the stretch, and I think that became the ball game. Instead of shooting high percentage shots, we just had to make free throws because that's where they were putting us.
You talked about your defense being happy with that overall, but were you particularly pleased in holding Stuckey without a point for 17 minutes the way you did?
We wanted to hold him between 15 and 20. I mean, we didn't talk about what we would do each 4-minute segment with him. We like to break the game down into 4-minute games, and in the first half we won every 4-minute game except the last 4 minutes. And they outscored us 9-2 in the last 4 minutes there. Stuckey had 6 points at the half. We were very pleased. You know, Mike adjusted at halftime. They came out and put Rodney at the free throw line in the middle of their zone offense instead of on the perimeter, and it took us a couple of possessions to adjust. But to hold a kid that's averaging 25 to 17 in a game where really we had them down 19, and I think when you're down 19, the pressure's off. You can jump up and start taking shots and drive into traffic and throw some things up. And there were a couple shots that you know, went for him that were pretty tough. But he earned his 17 for the most part. And again, we're pretty pleased with our overall performance on him as well as on their team.